Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. Today, some quick updates coming in for you on the front of the under-20 team. Yes, they had their final training game ahead of the opener come May 2nd. We'll be talking about the team and the final squad. We've spotted a youngster who has joined them, one who joined FC Barcelona not too long ago. We're also going to talk about Kudus Muhammad yesterday. He scored his very first goal of 2025. Yes, you heard me right, and you could see it meant a lot to him. This season has not been great. Fortunately, even in that game, they lost. Antoine Semenyo's AFC Bournemouth could not hold on. A red card to them saw them share the spoils with Manchester United, who equalized late on. Semenyo opening the scoring for his club side AFC Bournemouth. They could have done the double over Manchester United this season, and it would have been a rarity. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll start from the camp of the Ghana under-20 side, the Black Satellites. The African Cup of Nations under-20 kicked off today. A 0-0 draw between Zambia and Sierra Leone in the opening game. Egypt are taking on South Africa as I record this video and are leading by 1-0. But the Ghana squad for the games has not been finalized yet. And once it's submitted, no changes can be made. I'm sure the FA, along with the coach and his technical team, are making sure that they bring the best to the table for this tournament. In their final game versus Kenya, in which they share the spoils 2-2, all goals coming in the first half, the Ghana Black Satellites saw the introduction of Abdulaziz Issa, yes, the youngster who recently joined Barca Athletic, who are wallowing in the relegation zone in the league that they are playing in. Joined the team. He played a part in that game. Till now, we've not gotten any official confirmation as to how many players have officially now joined. After the first 16 left, they've been taking part in some friendlies. First, we had a loss to Zambia, and then we share the spoils with Kenya. Before we left, we had a training tour in Morocco. We lost and drew one game. It hasn't been the best of preparations for this tournament for Desmond Ofei and his team. We had a game with Inter Allies where I think they beat Inter Allies 2-1. That was a positive note. The coach would have to make do without some key players. CD Lugo, man, Jerry Efriye is one player who we've not spotted yet. Maybe they are working to get him in, and that is why the squad has not been finalized yet. Efriye was a mainstay in the team during the All-Africa games. He was also quite important and won the player of the tournament and the top goal scorer in the WAFU Zone B competition. That's all Ghana go into the qualifiers and the final to face Nigeria, and unfortunately not be able to win it. That was how they qualified for this African Cup of Nations. They will be looking to make it to the semi-final at least, because that will qualify Ghana into the World Cup in Chile later this year in August, September. So the squad is not yet set, and the only squads that have come out and have been finalized by CAF are those of Group A, because they are the ones opening the competition, and they need to have their squads finalized. You can't have them playing and then the official squad is not. As and when we get the official squad for Ghana, we will let you guys know. Today, 2 games will be played tomorrow, and Tuesday, 28th and 29th, will be rest days before the tournament kicks off again for the other groups on 30th, 1st, 2nd, and so on. Ghana will take center stage on the 2nd of May before 3 days later we'll take on Senegal, DRC, Senegal, and then Central African Republic. We wish the boys the very best. It hasn't been the best of preparations, as I've already said, but we hope that Desmond Ofei, as he always does, finds a way to get us going once again. The next story I'll talk about is Kudus Muhammad. He was on target yesterday for his club side, bringing them back on level pegging. Unfortunately, Brighton had other ideas. They came back after West Ham had taken the lead, and they scored very, very late on to give them another defeat. Kudus Muhammad was quite ecstatic by that goal. It was his first goal in 2025. not a great season for the Ghanaian, who has faced weeks of suspension, his team not performing well under new manager Lopetegui. Graham Potter coming in, it hasn't been the best of season, and he would want it to finish now. With Liverpool being crowned champions, everyone just wants to start over the league now. A reset is necessary for Kudus Muhammad and his club side. They will have to, however, wait 4 more weeks as 4 games are set to go before the end of the season. It was great to see him on target, but unfortunately could not help his side losing or ease the pain had they been going through this season. So they have to wait and see what happens in the next 4 weeks. 12 points on the board. Liverpool are champions. Can they get all 12 points? Your guess is as good as mine. West Ham United, is quite difficult to predict what happens with them this season. Antoine Semenyo himself was on target versus Manchester United. Unfortunately, they could not make the double over United, as a red card to Van Nelson meant that they finished with 10 men. And Manchester United, through Rasmus Højlund, who has come under the curse this season for not being Manchester United standard enough, found the back of the net. A poke into the back of the net late on meant that they shared the spoils with Manchester United. AFC Bournemouth star Antoine Semenyo has gotten his personal best. 9 goals, 4 assists, 13 goals and assists this season. He scored 5 goals with his left foot and 4 goals with his right foot. Evenly balanced, you can say. But this guy is showing his ambidextrous nature, and it's beautiful to watch. And I'm excited for him, hoping that he continues in that rich vein of form. I could land him a big contract with the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool looking in. Liverpool have tied down Mo Salah, so probably not going to go into the market for Antoine Semenyo right now. But one thing is for sure, that he will get other clubs talking about him. Manchester United have already expressed interest in him. Amorim says he's fond of Antoine Semenyo. We've seen Arsenal have discussions. There's been chatter here and there about him moving into the top leagues. One thing is for sure, he will not end this season as the same player he was that started the season. He's improved, he's done amazing, and he will only just get better. And that is how I'll end for today. Talking to you about the 2 Ghanaians who are on target over the weekend, Antoine Semenyo and Kudus Muhammad. The African Schools Football Championship also came to an end over the weekend. Ghana winners for the girls and 3rd place for the boys. Cash prizes were given, and they will go into the development of youth football for these youngsters, so that one day we will see them at the top and we know where they all started from. Also talking to you about Ghana under-20 squad. Has not been finalized yet, but we saw Abdulaziz Issa play in their final preparatory game versus Kenya. Your thoughts in the comments box on everything. We'll update you when we get the full list about the tournament has begun. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.